Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Vignesh Dasha from Svce College, Bangalore, Department of Basic Science in CSE AI program. I am currently in first semester, belong to Devo section. The subject that we are going to discuss today is waste management and the code of the subject is BETCK205F. The topic is functional elements of solid waste management. The waste created on this world should be disposed. So there are some process from the beginning, that is from generation till the disposal. So that is the topic we are going to learn today. Solid waste management comprises of six basic elements. The six elements are the generation of solid waste. Here we'll be discussing about how the waste are generated and then on-site handling and storage. Here the solid waste, how it is handled by an individual on spot will be discussed, and then the collection of those solid waste, and then how it is transferred and transported to a transfer station, and then how the materials are recovered and resources are recovered from those solid waste, and then the finally which cannot be recovered, how it is disposed. This is the final step of solid waste management. Let us see. This is the flow chart of the solid waste management process. Generation of solid waste. Here is a small fact that India produces 62 million tons of waste annually, with 12% collected, and only 12 million tons of waste is treated, while the 31 million tons end up in the landfill. This is the very hot topic in recent scenarios. Generation of solid waste is a result of nature, human, and animal activities. Knowledge of generation of solid waste is important in planning, designing, and operations of solid waste management system. Generation has two aspects. One is quality of solid waste and other is the quantity of solid waste. Quality includes the source, types, and typical composition of solid waste along with its property, whereas the quantity represents the generation rate and total quantity and volume of waste generated. On-site handling and storage. Handling refers to the activity associated with managing solid waste until they are placed in a container used for their storage before collection or return to drop-off and recycling center. The specific activities associated with handling waste materials at the source of generation will vary depending on the type of waste material that are separated for reuse and recycling and the extent to which these materials are separated from the waste stream. Depending on the type of collection service, handling may also be required to move the loaded containers to the collection point and to return the empty containers to the point where they are stored between the collections. The first phase to manage solid waste is at home level. It requires temporary storage to refuse on the premises. The individual household or businessman has responsibility for on-site storage of solid waste. For individual homes, industries, and other commercial centers, proper on-site storage of solid waste is the beginning proper disposal, because unkept solid waste or simple dumps are source of fleas, smells, and other hazardous. Collections of waste. The term collection includes not only the gathering or picking of solid waste from various sources, but also loading of this waste to the disposable site or transfer stations and unloading there. When loading and unloading are similar for most collection systems, the collection or pickup of waste varies with facilities and locations. Transfer and transportation. Transfer and transport refer to the means, facilities, appurtenances used to affect the transfer of waste from one location to another location, usually more distant location. Typically, the waste from the relatively small collection vehicles are transferred to large vehicles and then transported to the distant location. Waste collection and transport operations has now become a primary challenge requiring a regular response from the waste service provider. Transfer, transfer stations usually act as a space for the waste collectors to discharge their load before reloading it into a large vehicle for a long haulage waste transportation. Besides, a transfer station also plays a critical role that directly links the waste collection stream to the waste treatment facilities or final depot di- disposal site. Material and resource recovery. Resource recovery is a partial solid waste disposal and reclamation process. Resource recovery is using waste as an input material to create a valuable product as new output. The aim is to reduce the amount of waste generated, thereby reducing the need of land space and optimizing the values created from waste. Resource recovery delays the need to use raw material in the manufacturing process. Material found in municipal waste, construction and demolition waste, commercial waste, and the industrial waste can be used to recover resource for the manufacture of new material and product. Plastic, paper, aluminum, glass, and metals are example of where the value can be found in waste. Disposal. This is the final step of the solid waste management system. Solid waste disposal refer to the management of garbage and refuse through methods like landfill, incineration, recycling, compositing, converting waste to the energy, and bioremediation. The goal is to handle the waste environmentally responsibly, minimizing harm while maximizing resource efficiency and public health. Most of the organic content after segregation may be subjected to bacterial decomposition with an end product called humus or compost. The entire process involving both separation and bacterial conversion is known as compositing. Decomposition of solid waste may be accomplished aerobically or anaerobically. That's it for today about solid waste management. I'll come up with a new topic later.